New features trailer. Let's see what Sega and Aniplex has cooked. New features, okay. What do you want to bet that we are gonna be missing online from this video? Like, we're not gonna see anything. So solo play story, continuation, Tanjiro's story. Yep, story mode. Tanjiro with his smell, Zenitsu with hearing, and Inosuke just speedrunning basically. Plays the Hashira in story mode. This is probably the... Yep, this is the Horde mode, which I hope is an actual separate feature and not just single player. Based on what CC2 did in the past, this is most likely just a single player feature. What? Revisit the story from the Hinokami Chronicles in the brand new mode, Path of the Demon Slayer. Sure. Oh, we got all the characters. Okay, we're gonna go back to this later. Some good old PvP. Okay, that's one special, two special, so you can use Hantaku special after each other. Ooh. So multiple odds. Cool. A non-30 FPS ultimate finally. Took them only like 3 or 4 years. Odds are 60 finally. Team ultimates. It's also pretty cool. I mean, I already saw this at EVO Japan, so I know how this all works. What are those logos, by the way, under the cap? So the stuff that nobody is gonna use. Cool. Gear. More damage and stuff. Nobody is gonna use this. Collectible items. Hashira. Earn rewards by training at the Hashira. Training pads. Oh, okay. Also the mastery from Storm Connections, I suppose. You get some gear. Cool, cool, cool. And the Slayer ID, just like they had in the first game. Cool. New chapter unfolds in the Chronicles saga. There you go. 0 online feature in the trailer. I knew it. So one thing that I wanted to check out instantly are the characters. Now they say that over 40 fighters. So let's count them. There's about 38 characters that's playable if we exclude the lock characters. The academy characters are not actual characters. They use the same moveset with a different ultimate, so you cannot sell this 40 plus fighter to me. But then I pay a little bit more attention and I see that Susamaru and Yahaba got a different slot with them being together, just like Daki and Yutaro. So that as well is -2 character, 36 playable character. So this is not over 40 character. The academy characters are not actual characters. And the 2 characters, well, my guess is that one of them is going to be the controlled version of Nezuko. If you've read the manga, you know why I think that we need her right now. The second character, however, will probably be somebody that's gonna generate a lot of hype. Either Muzan or Kokushibo, which will be interesting since we are not seeing either of them to do anything up until the Infinity Castle arc. Let's also talk about revisiting the story from the Hinokami Chronicles game mode, which is basically CC2 pulling from Naruto Storm Connections once again. This is most likely what history mode was in that game, except this will have a couple of cutscenes. There's also a difficulty slider. You can see that the trailer is in normal difficulty. Most likely the next difficulty is the hard mode. You can either play from the beginning, which is most likely just the cutscene, or you can just jump right into the game. So don't get too hyped up that you can play Demon Slayer 1 inside Hinokami Chronicles 2. No, this is basically the same thing they did in Storm Connections. They just pulled history mode, which was not the greatest game mode in that game either. There's also where they're showcasing Hashiras in the story mode, which I'm just gonna call as Horde mode. You can see Mitsuri and other Hashiras fighting against multiple demons, both in this trailer and in previous trailers. I do wish that this was a completely separate game mode, because we need more offline game modes. Like, this would be a great version. Like, just give it a leaderboard, make it so that people get a higher ranking just by speedrunning it, but nope. It's most likely just story mode, just like they did in Storm 3 and Storm Revolution. You can see that a couple of characters got 2 separate ultimates. Nezuko got her old and her new ultimate. And finally, the old ultimate is not 30 FPS, it is going to be in 60. You can also equip gear on your characters both offline and online. I know that a couple of people use this online. I remember playing against someone in other anime games where the dude was just randomly healing up his character. This is not really something that most people do, but I guess it's part of the game. It is cool, I suppose. I'm not gonna use it, but maybe some people will, who knows. And there is the training paths with Hashiras. I have no idea what this might be. I do see that a couple of slots do include keys, and next to Tanjiro you can see that he also can collect keys. Maybe you beat some of these characters and you get a voice line, an outfit, maybe a Slayer ID, basically another offline feature. But that's basically it. We also do find out that if you buy the deluxe edition, you can play 5 days early, as long as you do not buy the game on Switch, because on that platform you cannot play 5 days early. Unfortunately, we found out literally nothing about the online game mode. We don't even know if we got lobbies, we have no idea if group match is back, we have no idea if spectator mode is here, we also have no idea if the online ranked works the same way as it did back in the first game, but I do hope that we get pretty much the same thing that Naruto Storm Connection did, and by that I mean that the completed version, not the one that we got day one, because that one was horrible. It was missing core features. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think about these features. Let me know if you have found out something that I might have missed. And if you wanna see my opinion about Demon Slayer 2, then check out this video. I played the game in EVO Japan. It was a limited build. I didn't have as much characters as you can see in this trailer, but in general, the game was the same. Hope you are gonna have a fantastic day. Stay safe, and until next time, boys. Peace!